in, Joe.
Hello, Phil.
And say hello to everybody.
Well, I think we ought to...
Oh, yes, just for a minute, please.
All right. Hello, Anne.
Hello, Jonas.
Jimsy.
Evening, Jonas. Oh, not that one, Jonas, dear. I've just plumped it up.
Oh, careful, Jim. See, remember, we have dark memories of people who wouldn't let us sit on cushions.
Dear, I wish someone would invent hairpins that didn't drop out.
Oh, what are you so fussed about, Jimsy? It's only a young man coming for Anne. Yet you get into a fluster and snatch cushions away from this perfectly splendid young man who's come for me.
Oh, but Jonas is used to us. He doesn't mind, do you, dear? But this young man of Anne's, he's what did you call him? A bottle nose?
A blue nose, Jimsy. Means he comes from one of the oldest and most distinguished families in Nova Scotia. I was at school with his sister.
Well, I shall never know what to say to a blue nose.
Of course you will, Jimsy. Phil here never strikes you dumb, does she?
Why, is she one of them, too?
For my sins.
Well, Phil,
Oh, yes. You look gorgeous.
There he is.
Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
This is Jane's aunt, Mrs. Jameson. This is Roy Gardner.
It's a great honor to meet you. But I was hoping I'd be allowed to call you Jimsy. Would you think that was very forward of me?
Oh, no, indeed. I mean, yes, please do that.
And I'm Phil. This is Jonas. Sorry we can't stay. Going to a prayer meeting. Lovely to meet you. Oh, give my love to Dorothy.
Hello.
Bye.
Bye. Prayer meeting?
Yes, Jonas is leading it down on the waterfront. He is a theological student.
Are those flowers for Anne, Mr. Gardner? Would you like me to put them in water?
The fact is, she's been scolding me for bringing her flowers too often. So I brought these for you.
Oh, my goodness gracious, how very kind. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, if Phil Gordon's taken a religion in the simple life, she'll be the first one in her family who ever did.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. When her father heard about my homemade quilt, he said that it reminded him of his old grandmother. He's insisted I order a pair right away.
This is the prettiest pattern, but I prefer the colors in this. What do you think?
Just pack up the top two and send them off.
I suppose I could write Mrs. Gordon a note and ask her what color carpet she's got. I wonder if that'd be comme il faut.
Don't try and bamboozle me, Rachel, talking French. You're not the only one who had French hired hands working for them, you know.
Some people have been saying they're going out of date.
Do you mean me?
If the cap fits, Marilla, wear it. But I always say real good handiwork's always in fashion. JV, don't you touch these while I'm out.
I wasn't even looking at him.
Where are you going?
Have a word with the minister. He promised to have his hedge trimmed, and he hasn't done it yet. I'll be back by 7. You better get your homework done before then.
I can. Gotta write a letter for Marilla. Got the paper and pencil already.
Oh, wait till I come back, Marilla. I can write it down for you in half the time.
My time's not gold, Rachel.
Besides, if it's Anne you're writing to, I might want to put something at the bottom about the quilt.
Write to her yourself, then. That'd be more comme il faut. Sure and shut the door after you, won't you? Put Dear Anne. Don't forget the E, whatever you do.
Dear
Dear Anne. Rachel is so... Ooh, what is the word I want? Rachel is so,
Bossy?
No. More cock-a-hoop, but that doesn't seem like a written-down sort of word. Oh, just put, Rachel is so pleased.
I've been thinking for weeks about going home. I was afraid somebody might mention seeing us together before I'd had a chance to tell Mother myself. That sort of thing upsets her.
Well, what about your father?
Oh, he's pretty well chained to his room. Gout. Anyways, he's a bit vague. In this situation, he's not the one who counts. So I went on Saturday. It turned out rather well. Mother was in a pretty good mood.
Well, what exactly did you say to her?
Oh, I told her I'd met a wonderful girl with the most beautiful eyes I'd ever seen and hair the color of autumn. And I told her how sweet you are and about the sound of your voice.
Oh, Roy. And what did she say to all that?
Naturally, she wanted to know who you are, as if that matters. The main thing is, I've broken the ice, and she's quite willing to meet you sometime. But if I were you, I should let her do most of the talking to begin with. This is quite a pleasant place, isn't it? We must come here again sometime.
It must be very expensive.
That's just like you, Anne. Look, seriously, I do want you to.
Yes.
Let me try and put this the right way. One of the things I value most about you is your freshness, your naturalness, the way you like violets better than orchids. I don't want you to ever change, not fundamentally. It's just that I like you to get used to being in the sort of places I'm at home in, too. So that you'll know how to, well, feel at ease in them. You see what I mean?
Yes. You mean not to drink out of the finger bowls?
Oh, I'm sure you'd never... Of course. You're joking.
Yes, Roy, I'm joking.
I don't mind. No one ever teases me at home. It's probably good for me.
Oh, Roy. That look you have sometimes, it reminds me of a little boy I used to know called Paul. He had nearly all the answers, but when there was something that puzzled him, he looked just like that.